for golf for 20 some years, so it's kind of cool.
Oh, yeah.
That OK sign is really cool, eh?
Yeah.
That's the one you went in the basement and got?
Yeah, double-sided neon.
Very
Gotta find
cool
someone that can
shop.
do neon. There's not many people around that do neon, so tough to come by.
Not anymore, right?
Yeah.
The pumps are nice too.
Yeah. Gotta find one more glass cylinder for the one, and then gotta take the panels off and then get a new pipe for the one that comes out because they don't line up. So once they do that, then it'll be time to get them powder coated.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea to do with them. Powder coating would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd fit in our oven too. They're the right size. So.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah, it's cool. The cans and everything, eh? White
Yeah.
rose.
Not all the well, not quite all of them. Lots of them we found out in the farm here.
Yeah, having a farm, there's usually lots of old stuff kicking around like that,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, I just found some pretty rare ones that are worth a couple $1,000 a piece out here.
It's very cool. So these are all like Model A, Model T type?
Model A, Model T, and flathead V8. Well, a few, not very many flathead V8. They're hard to come by.
They are, eh? That's,
Oh yeah, well the Babbitt V8 stuff's hard to come by.
What a cool tool selection, eh?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's everything.
This one.
Again. For cutting oil grooves in a Model B. I think these are Model B ones.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah. Set like that's worth about $4,000.
Unreal, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so neat. Them are in nice shape too,
Yeah.
eh?
Oh,
Case and everything.
Yeah. I got for the Model B, and then I got Model A oil groove cutters too. Those are for cutting there. Put the chamfer on the side edge of the bearings after, and I got for doing the rear thrust on the Model A's.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you just tighten them up and cut them. And then I got the rear thrust for the Model T's too, and for the flathead V8s and Model B.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some pretty neat stuff in there.
What one are you checking rod straightness with? This one or this?
This one's for A, B, T, and Fortune tractors, and that's Model T.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we got one too, but mine have changed.
Oh, yeah, that's the shaft. That shaft goes in there. So then you got for the different size of rods.
Oh, okay.
And then when the rod's on there, you put the wrist pin in or whatever, and then you put that on there, and it
Yeah,
lines up.
run her by.
Yeah.
That is such a neat cabinet, eh? Just
With all the original old hooks. I tried to find someone that could recast these hooks, but it's just insane cost.
isn't that something, eh?
Yeah.
The
The
old-
old jigs for pouring the Babbitt into the blocks.
Oh, okay.
So you just set it in there and put some stuff around so it don't leak out, and pour it in beside. Should be the, I don't know where the other pieces went. But
Such a cool art, eh?
yeah. V8 to change. They put the grooves in the casting with it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's a V8 pouring bar.
Yeah.
So then you don't need the oil groove cutters, but I don't know. I haven't found a V8 Babbitt block yet to try it on.
Well, you never know. This one might be back.
Yeah. All the separate other pouring jigs too. These are all Model B
Oh, wow.
with the grooves in them and everything. Rear peening clamp. It's about a $2,000 clamp.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah.
That stuff's got to be getting hard to
As soon as I see it, I just buy it. It don't matter what it costs, because you're never gonna find it again. It don't seem like.
get. No. Wow. Oh, that's cool.
So take the valve springs out.
Oh, okay.
I have a screwdriver, but yeah, then you pop
Yeah.
it all apart and put it together easier. That one's
Wow.
Blue Point, I think.
Oh, really? Is
Pretty
that
sure
right,
That's
eh?
what it was. Oh yeah, there it is. Blue Point.
That's wild, eh?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, how old would that be?
Oh, flathead V8, so 50s, 40s. Yeah. Because then we got the K.R. Wilson version of it too. Same,
Oh, okay.
same idea, but you do it upside down.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then just push it down like that,
Yeah,
pop
to
it
get-
apart.
Yep. And got the same thing, but this is for a V860, so the smaller ones.
Oh, okay.
Wilson, yeah. All the handy tools. Makes things a lot easier.
Oh, totally, right?
Yeah. I like this piece to pull the valves out of the flathead blocks, so you can hook the head. And you can pull the guide and spring and all out at once.
Oh, really, eh?
Once you get that keeper out, if they're
Okay.
seized in there, it don't matter. It'll pull them out. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Even things for like testing the fuel pumps. Bolt the fuel pump in, and then I got the original service bulletins. You count how many times you do to pull through such a hose.
Oh, is that right, eh?
Yeah, then you can tell if your fuel pump's good or not.
That stuff is so neat.
Yep. These are handy too. You can hook on the head, the aluminum heads that are always corroded on, and then it pushes right on the studs and pulls them off.
Oh, okay.
Clamp two on there. On the flatheads.
Yeah, because you got aluminum heads, right? And
Oh,
like today's
they're a
stuff
pain in
too.
the
Every
ass.
time you got aluminum and steel mixed, they're...
Yeah. I think these are Blue Point too. You kind of see the sticker there, not much, but
Isn't that wild, eh?
yeah. Jesus, my friend showed me a set he had. I'm like, geez, them are the best ever. I gotta find some. So I went online and someone was advertising. Yeah, I got a set of these. $25. I'm like, oh, it's gotta be a scam, but I'm willing to risk $25 for a scam. And sure enough, they showed up.
Is that right,
Yeah.
eh? That is wild.
These for checking bearings on the flatheads because they're the full floating. So you go in beside, grab the bearing, make sure they turn.
Oh, really?
Yep. V860 and 85 horsepower there.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah, you grab the flange in beside the rod and the crank, and then you can turn it. Make sure they're not too tight.
When everything's still together.
Yep.
You just go in
When it's
there.
all
Is
bolted
that
and
right?
torqued.
Because they float.
Yep. Well, they're full floating. They turn on the rod side and the crank side.
Right, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't realize that on them until got looking into it.
Yep. Yeah, there's a bit of everything. What else is setting magnetos and Model Ts? Bolt that onto the crank, and then you can turn it and set the mag. Make sure it's all the same height.
Oh, is that right?
Yep. That's another hard one to come by. I have two of these. I gave one to my buddy in Bruderheim.
That is so cool.
Yeah. This is an original one. The one that I gave to him was a reproduction I bought before I found this one.
Yeah.
Actually, I bought this one at an auction sale. The guy had a toolbox with a thing for magnafluxing. I always wanted one so I can mag my own blocks. And then I come here and this was in it. I'm like, fuck, that's a bonus. Who would have ever thought just a random mechanic shop had that?
Is that right, eh?
Yeah, it was just some random mechanic shop.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So after you pour the but then you got this boring frame. You run them through the block.
Right.
And you got these great big reamers.
Yeah, you showed me some pictures of them.
Yeah. Try to turn them down so you get 10, 20, and 30 under, but I don't know. Can't find anyone who can do it proper.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah. I did a T one and they just destroyed it. It's just junk now, so it doesn't even work anymore.
Oh.
And they charged me like $1,200
That's
to
what
do
you
it.
were saying.
Yeah. Oh, that's the cylinder boring frame. So use these, bolt them on the block, and then you run that through. Set your cutter.
Oh, really?
Bore cylinders.
Is that right? That's what you're boring them with?
Yep.
That's crazy. And then what do they have to finish them with?
Just a hone,
Just a ball hone or something?
basically.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I used.
So do they use them to cut the sleeves out too?
You could, yep.
Or did they have something else to get rid of the sleeves?
Well, they have sleeve pullers. I don't have any of them. I got the plugs for the sleeves, but
So are all the sleeves in the block separate? They can just be pulled?
yep.
Oh, they are, eh?
Well, I guess depends on if it's an original sleeve block or what.
Right, okay.
Yep. Working on buying a 37 flathead that's got original sleeve block. Just the block, I guess he has. So hopefully I can get it one day. That'd be neat.
Unreal.
Get it all sleeved back to standard size again, and then have a standard size original flathead engine.
Right.
Then once you put the new sleeves in, you have the plugs to make sure they're straight and square and everything.
So,
You just, I guess, just basically shove that in the hole.
really?
Yeah, I haven't tried it, but
And what, like you shove it in the hole?
so when you put the new sleeve in, then I guess I really don't really sure. Make sure it's the right size, apparently, I guess. That must be
Before the sleeve
standard.
goes in, or like after the sleeve is in?
I
like-
don't even know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't looked that far into it yet. I just got these things not too long ago.
Is
so-
that right, eh?
Yeah,
Yeah, some neat stuff.
yeah. I want to get that sticker remade so then I can put it on the doors of this cabinet.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That is so neat.
Yeah.
Especially to still have the sticker, like the
original
paperwork and
papers,
stuff in there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It turned out.
It's like a little museum.
Yeah, pretty well. Grandpa's Model A. Tried to get someone to do the Babbitt. Couldn't find anyone to do it. So then we bought an engine for $8,000 that was rebuilt. Drove 1 mile and back. It was garbage.
Oh, really?
So then we bought another one that was supposedly rebuilt. Took the head off. Freaking pistons were seized in it. Valves were seized in it. Then we thought, well, screw it. We'll buy all the tools and learn how to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
Drove to Calgary a few times. Learned from a guy. Now I do it.
That's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any other kind of real specialty stuff in here.
Owned a few Model Ts over the years and thought of getting some of this stuff, and then just never
yeah.
did. We end up.
Oh, this come in the mail the other day too. It's for you put your thickness of feeler gauge in there, and then in the service manuals they say how much pull you're supposed to have when you put it down inside the piston, how much tension there's supposed to
Right,
be.
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, we've measured them with fish scales and all kinds of stuff over
Yeah.
the years, right?
Yeah, this
So
is
that
just an
measures
original.
is that right, eh?
Yeah,
So that one's measuring the tension, what you're supposed to have of piston
For
coming up
clearance.
the cylinder.
yeah,
Unreal.
yep. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I just found that the other day. And just other weird specialty things like these. I didn't even know these existed until they just showed up the one day. They set that into. Oh, we could demonstrate on a block with this, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do that. That'd be easier to demonstrate
Okay.
because this just goes in the hole, like where the main bolts go in,
Yeah.
and then you bolt this to the block and set it. And then when you cut your thrust, you cut until that sits nice and flush to the
Up to the thrust.
to the thrust bearing, and then you cut from the other way after.
Is
So that's
that
how you
right?
set where it goes to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. I didn't even know there was such a thing as that. And it just showed up with a whole collection of parts I bought.
What a cool setup.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun stuff to mess around with. Find the weird tools that you don't even know are existing.
Well, yeah, right?
You know, these are the most handy because they go
A
in.
lot of people would look at the stuff and not
Yeah.
have a clue, right?
Because you're taking the caps off so much when you're doing the Babbitt.
Yeah.
They're just quick bolts, so you can just put them in there. Tighten it down. Way
Oh,
to
is
go.
that right, eh?
Instead of trying to get a nut under there and tighten a nut, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot easier, a lot faster.
Wow.
Yeah, it's fun. Fun
is
stuff
so
to mess
cool.
around with.
That is neat.
Yeah,
Ton of history there, eh?
yeah. Lifting lug for a V860. I want to find an 85 horsepower one, but frick, they sell for like $600-700.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah. That just hooks into the valve, where the valves are basically, and that goes into where the exhaust goes, so then they don't fall out.
Oh,
And they
okay.
can lift up the engines, pull them out of the car, move them around, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this stuff take a while to figure out how they were using it and
What it was
what they
for,
were.
and
Yeah.
which one it is, and
Right.
'cause everything's
Wow.
got its own specialty thing, basically.
It's so neat.
Yeah. Took forever to figure out how you bore the cylinders. I went online and asked people how them work, and everyone gave me shit. Why would you ever want to do that? It's a waste of time. I'm like, I got a cracked block. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Cracked block and a lot of time.
Yeah, I want to
Eventually
see how they did it. And
I figured out that I was missing these pieces. And
oh, is that right,
I
eh?
found them, and then I can do it. Well, and then this is to set because then that clips on, and then you can set with your mic there.
Oh, okay.
So then you had to find that, and then you end up getting two of them. That's all right.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a lot of neat stuff in there. It's a fun hobby to try to find the stuff, and then when you start talking to the guys.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like that's part of the whole deal.
Yeah.
Is finding it and talking to them and hearing
Yeah.
some history about it. And
Well, 95% of this stuff come from the East Coast. I just get it shipped to the border, and then I drive to the border and pick it up.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
So what, down to Coots or
Yeah,
where?
to the border, yeah. They got that storage place down there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Otherwise, freaking, I had the first stuff that I guess some of it come from Ontario, but most of it come from the States.
Yeah, that's where most of it be, right?
Yeah, the first stuff, like I got that combination machine and a whole pallet of stuff. They shipped it right to the farm here. Fuck, it was like $4,000. So I'm like, yeah, nope, that's not worth it. So then I just shipped it to the border for $400 from the East Coast.
Yeah, they can seem to.
Doesn't even make sense.
No, they can ship so cheap down there for
Yeah.
whatever reason. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a long shot from the border. It's probably a pretty good drive for you, but still.
Yeah, 6 hours.
Yeah,
It's
but it's worth it.
one
Right?
day you go there. And
Yeah,
back in
you're
a day
only
and you're
about
done.
4 hours more than we are. So I mean, 2 hours more than we are. We're about
Yep.
4 hours, I think. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Depends which way you go to. If you go down Highway 2, you can do like 120, 130, or
yeah,
if you go straight down 36, you got that stretch of nothing for
yeah,
an hour. You can do pretty good.
you're right. A guy can make good time.
Yeah. And then usually I get distracted and go the long way home through Medicine Hat just to look around. Then all of a sudden it's midnight before you get home.
I almost did that coming down here, daydreaming, thinking I was going to miss some turns, and
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny.
I guess this is a weird one here. This is a hub puller for the Model AA truck.
Oh, okay.
Pull the brake drums off, I guess.
Yeah.
They come in a whole pallet of tools I bought too, and my buddy who was working on a AA truck, and they fought. He said he fought for like 2 days to get the hubs off. I'm like, oh, I got the hub puller for that. Just got it the other day. Yeah.
All that stuff's so heavy too, right?
Oh,
it's when they built stuff, right?
probably
I can
like
tell just
15
by
pounds.
looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they made everything pretty heavy duty back then.
Oh yeah, it was built to last.
Yeah, that's why
Don't
it's
see
still
no
here,
plastic
right?
in this cabinet.
Huh?
There's no plastic
No.
in this cabinet.
No. Very cool. Ton of history.
Oh yeah, it's fun. I like getting it all and then figuring out what it is because I got all the original books and everything.
Yeah,
Like original
yeah.
Carrie Wilson books that show all the tools.
Oh, that's really neat.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Unreal.
New old stock bearings for it.
Yeah.
Brand new in the box.
And the old boxes.
20 under, yep. These were hard to find, 20 under rod bearings.
They're tough, eh?
Oh, because they don't remake these ones because they're so freaking small. Like, they're just tiny.
Yeah. So nobody redoes them.
No. So to get 20 under, I think I paid $400 for them 4 bearings.
Wow, eh?
Yeah. They're tiny little crank. 860 crank.
Yeah, all that stuff is so small, it seems like,
Yeah.
compared to today's stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, even compared to the big flathead V8, the 85 horsepower, this stuff's tiny.
Right. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Bought electronic Stromberg distributor for it even.
Oh, you did, eh?
Yeah. She worked pretty slick once you get it all fixed up and done. All electronic.
Yeah, until you pointed them out to me on when we were talking on text messages. I didn't even know Stromberg made that.
Yep. I thought that, geez, that's on there good. Well, I had it off before, but
Man, that looks like a nice piece, eh?
yeah, should be pretty nice. Should just start right now, just to get a little bit of adjustment there. And,
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about any points burning or nothing.
oh yeah, exactly, all electronic.
So what do they run?
I think I paid like $700 for this.
Yeah.
It's pricey, but
Yeah, you pay for it, but
that's why
yeah.
I'm gonna get one for my old truck once I get it going. Put
yeah.
that on there, just try to get it so then I can drive it as much as I have before.
Yeah. Oh, I love the looks of that.
Yeah, it looks
Because
like
I like
original.
that old school look, right? Where
Yeah.
it's still got the distributor up front as it's supposed to be.
Well, a distributor like that, they had them originally with the crowd front. in
Right, right.
The 40s sometime, I'm not sure when, but
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, eventually that's probably what I should do with this other one. So.
Yeah. I can't.
But I thought, well, I'll gather all the pieces first and figure out what I'm doing.
Yeah. This is original engine cart from back in the.
Is it
20s
really?
Also, yep. All more Babbitt molds for bunch of different stuff. I don't really know. Like I think that's V8. That one. There's a V8 too, because it's got the V on it. These are all Model A stuff there. Yeah.
That's wild, eh?
Yeah, it's just right full of them. I gotta find somewhere better too before it destroys the cabinet.
Yeah, they look like you.
Model A ones. A. There's another V8. V8's got the notch in them, so.
Oh, okay.
I think I got a complete set of V8 Babbitt molds there. I think I'm missing a few Model A ones, but
Yeah.
one day you never know. Find them somewhere.
Unreal.
Yeah.
That is a cool collection.
Yeah. There's got all the different sides to put thrust on them or to not have thrust. And yeah, it's a neat cabinet. This thing, when I bought it from the guy, he had it cut off right here. He took this top part off because he didn't want to destroy the top part where all the pistons go, so he cut it off right from the day that he bought it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I got it, I welded it back on, and then got the 100/8 to powder coat it red.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So pretty handy. That way you keep track of everything.
It's very
which every
neat, eh?
piston is and which every valve
Well,
is
yeah,
on
and to
it.
be an old original type one, eh? That's
Yeah.
nuts.
I don't even know if they make a new one like that.
No, I mean, they got the stands and stuff, because we got some of these stands and that
Yeah.
you know, just hold connecting rods and
Yeah.
your lifters and push rods kind of thing for
Yeah.
the push rod V8s. But
Well, this got for like the valves. You
well,
put
yeah,
the valves in
and
there
every
everything.
little lifter's got its own little spot too, eh?
Yeah, you put them with the piston that it goes with.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got so much junk on it. If I could get that engine back, I'd get it done and it'd be cleaned off, but
Yeah.
just can't seem to get them.
Well, at least it keeps it all together for now, right? It's all
Oh, yeah,
in one
exactly.
spot.
And then being that's full, they get spread out onto that cabinet instead when I take them apart or in there. Try not to mix them up.
Yeah. Oh, that is very neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's fun stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
So the Model A, you want to put shells in it.
Oh, yeah, this one you want to put shells in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were looking into that. Now, I got to talk to a guy I know in Calgary that might have a cutter.
Yeah.
And I just got to see if he still uses it. That would work in our machine and with the CK10, with the adapter
yeah.
for the line bore.
Yeah. See, someone did the Babbitt in this one time. They did all new pistons, brand new valves with adjustable lifters and everything. And they cut too much thrust in it, so it leaks oil at the back.
Oh, really, eh?
Yeah. So unless I could just fix the thrust somehow, but I mean the Babbitt ain't very nice looking either, but it would work.
Right.
Or I could just redo it myself, but that's a lot of money. It's about $2,000 to redo the Babbitt on that.
Right.
So I feel like putting shells in can't cost that much.
Yeah, eh?
I don't know what it would cost, but because you can buy the shells for like $100,
Yeah.
and then whatever the time is to machine it, I guess.
Yeah, to machine it up. Once a guy was set up, it's just figuring some of it out to begin with,
But
right?
do the first one and take the longest.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then after that, you gotta be kind of away. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, if we do get it figured out, it'd bring like 4 or 5 blocks right off the start and do them all.
yeah,
If it's set up, it'd be easy enough just to plunk them on there.
well, that's just it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll still touch base with him next week and see if we can pick that up or not.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Oh, that's very cool.
Like I say, there's no shortage of blocks. We go to the shed with all the blocks after. There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Probably about 30 Model A engines.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, like this one, we've got brand new oil pump was in it. Everything.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah. Adjustable lifters are expensive.
Yeah, they're pricey, eh?
Yeah. Got all them in there, brand new camshaft in it. They just had everything. Even they must have bought the rods brand new somewhere. Like they're nice,
Wow.
but they just didn't do the Babbitt and the block decent.
All that and then have one thing.
Yeah.
That's all it takes, eh?
Yeah, exactly. Like you want that thrust damn near tight, like 1 thou, if that even gap.
Is that what they look at for clearance on them?
Yeah. And this is like a lot. Like can hear it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out. I know you can buy them brass things where you can cut the babbitt off them and then you pin the brass on and the machine
Right.
fit.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be an option too, but
Right.
I think that's what you got to do with the shells, put brass on
That's
the
what it
back.
looked like. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
'cause the
article that
shell's
you sent
separate.
me. That's what I was reading. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why they don't make them as one, but
The old bottles, eh?
yeah.
Remember drinking out of them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's a
Very
lot of-
cool.
a lot of bottles around somewhere. I got no room to put them out on display, so they're just sitting in a tote in the shed somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Sometimes there's some old tools in here, but I think I took them all out and put in that cap. I guess I got bolts in that for setting brake cables.
Oh, the old brake cables, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a
cables on my
37
truck.
with them things on it.
So then
And
you got your gauge there. It shows how much you tighten them to and everything.
is that right, eh?
Tension, yeah.
Well, that would help if you had the right tools.
Yeah.
On it.
So the plan this winter, get the brakes fixed up and the engine fixed up. And
I took that one of ours for a drive in town and was flying along pretty good on a long street. Then it come time to stop. I was standing on that thing with everything I had.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the stuff's not bad now, but if I can make it better, I'm gonna
Yeah.
get it better.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, let's maybe have a look at these 32 heads and parts that you got.
They're upstairs.
Okay. Okay. Gotta go into the washroom and show you this poster. That's an original Ford deal, eh?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
stamped. If you zoom in, there's a stamp made in Canada on it. There you go.
Oh, really, eh?
1931. When George Moyer got them, he found them rolled up in the tube still with the instructions how Henry wanted them framed. So he had them framed exactly the way they were.
Really, eh?
And then it's sat inside its entire life, so they're not even the slightest faded. It's probably the clearest posters like that you'll ever see.
That is unreal, eh?
Yeah, I have the Model A, just the A lubrication chart also, and then 334 Ford ones.
Really?
Yeah, them ones are hanging up in my house.
That is wild.
Yeah.
Tells you every 500 miles, this one every 2,000.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It is.
Shows all the different kind of oils and greases you gotta use in the certain spots and everything.
That's really cool.
Yeah. The oldest sign.
This one?
Yeah. Temco 1916.
Really, eh?
Pretty well like new still.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I don't know
Wow.
where you'd ever find that ever again.
1916.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I remember them, a lot of them. The old stores you used to go into
Yeah.
on the doors.
Bought that and it was just salt paint. Cleaned it off and it was like new underneath.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
It was just like that.
Yeah, just like that. Cleaned it all off with some gun cleaner and because it's porcelain, right? So can't hurt it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's
Cleaner
really
than steel
neat.
wool. Everyone worries about using steel wool and porcelain signs are gonna scratch it, but that's how I cleaned every single one.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah. And maybe some chrome polish once in a while. Oh yeah, for taking valves out so you get them in the right spot.
That's what that was for?
Yep.
And then they just used their advertising on it.
Yep.
Perfect circle.
Yeah, it's just for you put your valves in there, 1 through 16. When you're grinding valves.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some of the neatest stuff.
Yeah.
I do like that intake. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
But a guy can just redo a couple carbs, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, you can rebuild some or Strongberg. You can still buy them.
Yeah.
They're $600 a carb for
Yeah.
97.
Yeah.
Found out that's sometimes the better option. Just buy one brand new, then you know you're good.
Well, yeah, because if the bases are wore out where the bushings are and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Then you get a lot of work trying to make new.
Trying to make
bushings.
them good again. Yeah. Ah, that's cool.
Unless you have good cores. But
Yeah.
like I had, I think 5 really good cores, so I took all 5 to a guy and got 2 built for the 860 and 2 for my 37.
Right.
All of them.
Huh.
I think I still have one up there that I was gonna sell to you.
Oh, right on.
Yep, that's the little blade batteries. You can put like 8 batteries on it, hook them up, and they just like a trickle charge.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, so that'll charge them all at the same time?
Yeah, you just leave it plugged in all the time so they don't go dead. Come from Irma.
So, from where?
Irma. It was in like some gas station in Irma. Well, the old golf dealer. I got the sign from the golf dealer up there too.
Is that right, eh?
Really
So
faded,
it,
really faded ones from there.
oh, okay. That's cool.
This is an old guy that had it in his shop, so that's where I bought it from.
So them would be batteries that they used to sell back in the day?
Yep.
And then it would just trickle charge them and keep them charged the whole time?
Yep. Yeah, you could put, I think it was 8.
I
Maybe
haven't,
10, I guess.
I hadn't seen a stand like that. That thing is wild.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they would have been the smaller batteries, right?
Yeah,
Just all 6 volt?
Little 6 volt. Or 8
Okay.
volt. That's what I run in my old truck, is an 8 volt battery instead of 6.
8?
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Then you
Okay.
don't have to change nothing, and then you get more cranking power.
Ah, is that right?
Yeah.
Because, yeah, we've done that with 16 volt in some of our race cars and stuff.
Yeah.
We run 16 volt instead of the 12 volt.
Oh,
and
I
then you
see.
can hear everything running faster and spins the motor over
Yeah.
quicker and that. But I
Yeah.
hadn't known anybody was using 8 instead of 6.
Yeah. That's what I use in my truck.
Really?
Yep. Because I had, for the longest time, just about every year I had to buy a new 6 volt battery. Just always junked. Just never told to charge.
Right.
Just pile up. So I got tired of it. So I spent, I think it was like $400 for an 8 volt battery.
Yeah.
And it's been going good for the last 4 years.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow, that's
And
something
I
to
always thought it
consider.
was the generator, and I took it to the city, and they tried fixing it, and it was perfectly fine. And
Is that
I
right?
thought, well, maybe it's a wiring problem, but it's all brand new wiring. Put an 8 volt battery on, no problem. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I have to go look at this thing.
Yep.
What is it, a basketball one?
Yeah, it's a basketball game. Put the door on, and that freaking doesn't want to return itself anymore for some reason. All lights up.
Unreal.
Keep track of your score up there and everything.
Oh, so you got to try and dodge this guy and
Yep.
get it in the basket.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
This is in the OK store sign.
Is that right, eh?
Yep. Yeah.
That is so cool. I can't believe
Got
it's
a little
not
bit of
working.
water damage, but we're working on trying to get it all straightened back out and put back on there.
Wow. That is just unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
15 balls, 5 cents.
Yeah. There's still some change in the money.
And what
when I
are
got
these for
it.
your cigarettes back in the day?
Yeah, it was full of ashes when we got to
Really?
it. Yep. There's a counter down here. It says how many times it's been played somewhere.
Oh, really?
I don't know where it is, but
I
it
bet.
might be on the back and behind.
Oh, yeah,
But
and
it was-
the way you pushed your money in, right?
Yeah. Oh, there it is right there. 43,000 times.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Man, that is so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
I can't believe it's in such nice shape, too.
Oh yeah, like
Right,
the
really,
glass
for
is
sitting
still
around.
fucking like new. And it was in a building that was just soaking wet because the roof was leaking for
Really,
years.
eh?
Yeah. We have the glass for this too. It's right here. It's just it got taken out
Okay,
for
so
bringing
there's
it up.
curved glass that goes
Yeah.
over it.
Trying to find something like.
Well, yeah, that would make sense.
Too, 'cause it's got a broken corner on it, but it's hard
Yes.
to come by.
Yeah, I bet, right?
Yep. Same with like neon. I got some of the original neon for the OK store sign,
Oh,
so I
okay.
know how I want to get the E's and all the letters made, so they're done exactly like it would have been back in the day.
Right.
Yeah. Just saved a few pieces, and then there's some full ones there. The one guy I've been talking to, he said, "Well, if you have one that's sealed up, we can power it up and see what color they were."
Oh, is that right,
So
eh?
I'd be able to power one up and see what color it originally was.
Unreal.
Cases of new old stock Texaco oil, all full of cans. Yeah, there's like 100 and some cans of oil here.
Really?
Yeah, I have been using this stuff in a few engines I build, but it seems to work fine. It's Should have high zinc in it. It's from back in the
Oh yeah, you would
60s,
bet,
70s,
right?
So.
Probably better than some of the oil we get now. So
Yeah.
that's really, really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. The old cans and stuff.
Yeah,
I just love the
cans.
machine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. All Ford bearings.
Oh, that's
All the hard to come by bearings.
All the old original boxes.
Yeah.
Federal Mogul.
There's the flange bearings that are the full form that we're talking about.
Right, okay.
The old stock Ford Model A water pumps. Back in the day, they're in here.
It's amazing that this stuff is even around.
Yeah,
Hey?
yeah, it's something. It's pretty neat.
I remember them too.
Yeah, the North Star one. There's water pumps there.
Wow.
Some reproduction parts that didn't have them in the parts boxes, but I don't know, I like the new old stock parts. I'm trying to collect enough parts to build a 100% new old stock engine for my truck.
Wouldn't that
So
be something?
You've got a new old stock gasket set for it.
Unreal. 90 horse.
It's probably no
eight-cylinder.
good anymore, but
Well, a lot of them probably are.
yeah.
Might be
I
a
guess
few
like
in
the
there
head
that might-
gaskets and stuff would be fine in there.
Yeah, because they're probably, what, copper or something?
yeah, or asbestos probably.
Right.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I don't know where you'd ever find another one of them.
No, you almost need to put it in a picture frame
Yeah.
and leave it.
Probably one day it will be.
Wow.
Yeah. Flathead piston rings, new old stock, all of them.
Unreal.
Yep. Old stock Model B camshaft in the crate. And you can still read Viking Alberta on their Hasso Bros.
Really?
That's the dealership that my grandpa bought out whenever he took over the Ford dealership.
Is that right, eh?
Yep. New old stock Model T magnets for the magneto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Even new old stock Model A radiator in the crate there still.
Really, eh?
Yep. I don't know if you'd ever find one. I'm thinking that's probably never find that again.
Probably not, right?
Yeah, that's gotta be a pretty rare one.
New old stock Model T rad. That's got to be super rare.
The 31 Model A.
Wow.
Yeah. There's tons of stuff.
One of them planetaries out of trannies.
Yeah.
All new.
Yeah, they're all new old stock. There's just tons of them there. Yeah. I found my windows on my old truck. They fall off the track all the time, so I've been looking for a good used set of window cranks. And then I went on eBay and found a new old stock set.
Oh, wow.
So that'd be like a brand new window once I put them in there.
Yeah, no kidding.
That'd be nice to do that one day.
And I would imagine they'd last a lifetime now.
Oh
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Not quite the abuse they used to get. And,
No.
wow.
Yeah.
Neat stuff.
Well, there's a lot of stuff.
So neat.
Gas pump stuff. That's the other pump that's down there. Got the light wiring stuff for it. These are pretty cool. They haven't made it downstairs yet. Any idea?
Well, they look like maybe some form of a header or something, but I don't know. What are they?
No, it's for the intake. You bolt it to the block and you mount the intake up in there, and then you can run the flathead engines and set the valves.
Really?
Yeah. So then it can be running and you see which valve you can stick feeler gauge between and see if it's
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So it's
right.
basically it's a tool.
yeah.
So you can set valves while it's running.
Yeah, so that'd go on there.
Really?
And you bolt the intake on top, and then you can set the valves from down inside.
Wonder if anybody tried running it like a tunnel around.
That's what I was always wondering. I thought that'd be pretty neat. Because then there's the special little thing that bolts on. You can put a little jug of fuel on and stuff. But it come with shipping. It was broken.
Oh yeah.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's pretty neat.
Unreal.
Yeah. Flywheel controller for the D860.
What's that?
Pull the flywheel on the D860. Bolt it onto the flywheel, and then if it's stuck on there, I've never had
Right.
one that I've needed a puller for, but
Right. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Wow.
neat stuff.
Very. What an awesome collection.
Yeah. There's a whole. You can
What is
step,
that grill out of?
That's a 33 Dodge grill.
That's a nice grill.
You step right up there, you see all the stuff in the top glass there. That's all the advertising stuff from Grandpa's dealership.
Yeah, as long as I don't step on anything. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat to have, eh?
Yeah. Even got his original hats that they gave away back in the dealership days.
Really, eh?
Yeah. Got one of them thermometers there from their first $1 million deal.
Really?
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah, that's took a while, but we found quite a bit of it. We found brand new in the boxes over the years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that is neat.
That green tub there, a wheel bearing grease, that's from Model T days.
Is that really? Wow.
Yeah. Still like 3/4 full of it too. Same with the spring lubrication compound, that's from like the 30s.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Where do you ever see that other than the museum? Oh yeah, there's the hat you were talking about.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so cool.
Like some of them, the white rose ones in the middle there, them are from the 30s, down the bottom, or I guess kind of the bottom there.
Right.
Just about all them cans in that cupboard are full.
Really?
Yep. The only one that's not is the automatic transmission fluid. That was the very first one I found out here, and it started all this problems. I found it stuck behind the wall in the old oil house. And I'm like, geez, this is cool. And all of a sudden I found a lot more.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Started the collection.
Basically, yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
I could spend hours and hours looking at all that stuff.
It just goes on forever.
Oh, that's
New old stock, or no, that's new old stock water pump on my grandpa's Model B, I guess. That was the old one.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the Detroit lubricator carburetor, so like the 32, 33 flatheads.
Okay.
Yeah. I had two. I sent one to get rebuilt and then sold it. Was gonna
So some of the 32, 33s had these?
just single barrels, yeah, that's what they were.
Oh, single barrel, eh?
Yeah.
I seen them on the odd one. I never really paid much attention to actually what they were.
Yeah. They all
But these
stay
were on the
there.
Fords, eh?
Yep, on the 32, 33 flathead V8s.
Okay.
Everyone says that they're just junk. Don't change them over to the 97s.
Well, I've never heard anybody really using them or anything, but I come
Yeah.
across the odd article on original ones, and I look
Yeah.
at the carb and I go, I wonder
They
what
say you
that
can
is.
never make them run decent.
Really?
Yeah.
They were no good, eh?
Yeah.
Well, they had to have some of that.
These are 32 to 37 new old stock Ford pistons.
Wow.
Brand new in the box. Thought this was Ford piston. I got Ford right on top there. 30 over.
Really, eh?
Yep.
That's neat.
There's another set of Ford ones there too. These are all Ford pistons. These are for that 255 flathead. There's a whole set of sleeves for them and everything.
Really?
Yep.
Unreal.
Goes on and on. Parts for my old truck. Like we got new cab corners for it. Rockers.
Oh, nice.
It was all at George Moyer's sale, so I couldn't refuse not to buy it.
Yeah.
Because it was so cheap. Like I bought a whole interior set for my old truck for $150.
Oh.
Everything, the
Wow.
entire inside of the truck, $150.
Wow.
Buy that new now from the store is like
Yeah.
$3,000.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Yeah.
God, them cranks are funny looking.
The Model T crank.
Yeah.
Quite a difference compared to the flathead V8. Even
Yeah,
the
no
Model A is
kidding,
a
right?
lot different.
Yeah.
And then you compare a Model A to a Model B crankshaft, there's just a whole world of difference too.
Yeah. Oh, that's
What else
wild.
is here? Oh, these are two Fordson 9-in tractor camshafts, new old stock. Crankshaft, new old stock.
Wow, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
I built some pressure tests, so I can pressure test the
Oh, the blocks and that?
the blocks
Yeah.
on a V860.
Okay.
Yep. It didn't work as well as I was expecting, but it did work after
Yeah.
I messed around for about 6 days trying to get it to seal off.
Right. So do you end up having to use, what, a head gasket or something and then seal it all up that way? And
What did I do? Oh, I just cut a piece of rubber and made it all,
oh, okay.
punched all the holes for the bolts, and yeah, it was it was a pain.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool. Neat stuff.
Here's all the 34 parts / everything else.
Okay.
There's the heads.
Right.
Not much pitting or corrosion on them, so it shouldn't be too bad, I wouldn't think.
No. That's
Sometimes you find some that are really corroded up.
Oh yeah, for sure, eh?
Yep.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and then there's distributor. I think this one, I don't know if it's been rebuilt or not. Might have been. But that's a 34 coil.
Okay. Yeah.
There's 34 ones around like that.
Okay.
Yep.
Perfect. And a pair of water pumps.
Yep.
The carb.
Carb, yep. There's 34 intake.
Oh yeah, that's a 34 intake.
Yep.
Okay.
Someone started polishing it, but must have gave up, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started looking at mine, and it was.
Had a hole in it.
Yep, it did.
I don't know how many I've got around here that have got holes in them. There's just tons of them.
I guess that was pretty common, eh?
Yep. It seems like they all want to burn through the back from the exhaust.
Yeah, I'm gonna make mine run with that plugged. If I end up with that set up, yeah.
Well, that's what I did on my old truck, but then it didn't run worth shit at all.
That's what you said, yeah.
So then I drilled a 16th hole in them, then it run perfect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that right, eh?
Yep.
Just needs a little bit of heat, eh?
Just need a little bit of heat. Yep. I don't know why, but
yeah, no, that's
for some
cool.
reason.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, that looks like a.
I don't know if you need the spark plug. These are brand new wires and brand new caps and everything.
Yeah, you know, I think for now I should. And then if I change anything up, well, then I can go from there. But
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It could end up, the motor could end up being a display piece in the showroom, or
Yeah.
you could end up with it yet,
Yeah.
and I put something else in it. I'm not sure. At this point, I'll gather up enough stuff for it and
Make it complete.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
kind of decide what I'm doing. But
Yeah.
I almost sometimes think I should. I was talking to one friend. Well, the one's got the 35 or 36 there. And he's like, "Oh no, you should put the." But he's a real purist, right?
Yeah.
He really likes everything right back to original, and
Yeah.
I want to drive it and make sure it's
Yeah.
usable. And
Well, usually that's what I am. I want everything just 100% original, but can't keep up with traffic on the highway in my truck, and I like to drive it. So
well, yeah.
I'll do period correct upgrades. So
Right.
that intake, that's an original intake. I'm not going to buy a repop one and put on it.
No.
I'm going to spend the extra $2,000.
Right, and have one built from the era.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
The only thing might upgrade is the distributor and put a electronic ignition on. And then you know you're good on that part.
Well, yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking too. For now, I'll put it together like this and,
Yeah.
And then see. But
I think I got a chrome distributor downstairs. You want a chrome one?
is that right?
Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah.
And it's chrome?
Yeah, exactly like that, but chrome.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely have a look at it for sure.
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm dressing this thing up, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
You get pretty shiny.
Okay, well, sounds good. I'll sort this out right now. I'll just shut this thing off.
Next time you pay a lot.
Yeah, just a
Like
pair.
that one we paid $600 for, and then that one was $5,200.
Is that right? Eh?
Yeah. And that White Rose sign paid $300 for. The
Wow.
Worst Star sign got for free. Or I mean the OK Store sign.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was a OK Store? Were they like a franchise or something, or somebody own a few at one time, or because I think we had an OK Store, I thought, in Stellar even at
Did
one
you?
time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought
but it
was
might
just
not
one.
have been back in the era. It might have been years later, and just
No.
happened to have
Well,
the
this
same.
would have been 50s, 60s.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Found it in the basement there. I couldn't believe it. It was something. I walked down there and I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's a neon sign down here.
Unreal.
Yeah. And then it's like, well, how are we getting it out of here? Because like I say, it was, the trail's about that wide through the whole basement.
Is that right?
And it was only about this high. The dirt, mud floor.
Wow.
So we did whatever it took to get it out of there. So
It's a very cool setup.
Curve on the top was rotted off on the other side, so I got myself a piece of tin and I cut it all out and bent it and put it on there. You can't even tell. It looks exactly like original.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Now, is that that peak part you mean, or
Yeah,
what?
well, the curved and then it goes to the peak. And then
Yeah,
curved.
okay, yeah, because I think down by your
Yeah,
pistons
that
down
was
there was another template
That was
maybe.
my first one I made.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it wasn't quite what I wanted.
Yeah, because I was looking at that wondering what it was, but now I see it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't put quite enough bend in it to fit around so it was flush. So then I made another one and it was perfect.
Very cool.
Yeah, I do a lot of tin a lot of building, so I'm very good at cutting that sort of stuff
Yeah.
out. Big metal benders, I can bend whatever I want to.
Cute. Cool view from up here, too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice having this shelf here. You can lean over and look down and see what's happening.
Oh, yeah, right?
It's insane how tall the gas pumps are.
It is, right?
Yep.
Especially when we're standing where we're at and that thing's right up here.
Yep. Actually, both them pumps, we managed to get the pumps to work again.
Is that
They
right?
were fucking solid. You couldn't even move them, so I soaked them in diesel fuel and put them in press and soaked them and pressed them and finally got them both to work again. So we want to make them work and pump gas for an old truck and for lawnmowers and stuff.
Right, yeah. That's neat.
So that's the goal, to make them actually work.
Actually use them.
Yep.
So what era what years are them?
20s.
That's kind of what I figured they had.
10s, 20s, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Right off the start. The things that were before were just the curbside pumps with no glass or nothing. It was just a little pump that come out of the ground. Then they come out with these after.
Oh, okay. There was just a little one that come out of the ground, was there?
Basically, just a little, look like an old well pump. Basically, is what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that gas 7, tax 4, that was all 11 cents then, or something back then, or
I guess so. That's just a reproduction.
reproduction one, yeah.
You look really close. Well, you can probably see from there. See all the numbers etched in the glass on them.
Yeah, yeah, I can.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. Took a long time to find all the parts to get two together. Well, we still haven't got another glass yet, but
Wow.
find original nozzles and stuff.
Yeah.
I got a nozzle on the one that doesn't have a glass brick. I paid $800 for the nozzle.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah.
It's amazing what some of this stuff got to be worth, eh?
Yeah. Like the price box and the little side panel cover on the bottom there. Like, you can't find them anywhere. They're always broken or gone.
I bet,
So you
right?
just buy reproductions of them. But can't really do much. Same with the panels. Like, I got some guys quoted to fix like them old panels that are there.
Yeah,
Fuck, they wanted like $2,000 to paint them
yeah,
by the time you do all the body work. But then I could buy them other panels for $400,
right.
and then it's just paint them.
Yeah, yeah.
It doesn't even make sense.
No.
But people pay stupid money for the original panels. So
Oh.
once I get it done, I'll sell the original panels.
Yeah, totally, right?
Maybe
So-
they do their own body work and can fix them. I don't know, but
Yeah.
not me. I'm not that technical.
The wooden deal. Is that like, what, a megaphone, or what they call them?
Yeah.
Do you wind it up?
Yeah, you wind it up and there's a record in there.
There's a record, eh?
Yeah. I don't know. My uncle bought it at an auction. It was in the way so I could haul my old truck here last night, so it got rolled in the way in here. And then the glass cabinet he bought at the auction too. We were gonna put up here and put all the oil cans in it and stuff.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to dust them all individually either.
Yeah. There ain't much dusting that happens.
Yeah. I know our shop with body work and stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
My uncle, he does body work and paint, restores cars and stuff. And
Yeah.
the shop's always covered in dust.
Oh yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Well, you have some very, very cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like going back in time, eh?
Oh yeah. I'd go back in time and go look at the Model Ts and the old 52 Merc truck we got too. And stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
They're out in other shit, out of the way where there's no dust.
It's like a therapy. You should almost charge for it because they don't listen to the news, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Come and walk through the museum and go back in time.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah,
That's cool. Let's
like-
shut this. I'll do a quick video of some more stuff before my phone dies.
Yeah.
But yeah, pop shop, eh?
Yeah, there are tons of them. That come out of that same building.
Remember that. Remember that.
Yeah.
Laddie McDonald, I think, was their advertising guy.
Oh yeah.
Pick a pop shop. Wow, eh? Ton of Model T, Model A, all kinds of.
Yeah, gas pump parts, V8 parts, 27 Chevy there, other 27 Chevy over there.
Is that right, eh?
Yeah.
They're cool too. I had a 27 Chevy Touring.
Oh,
And it's
yeah.
just crazy how like you oil the top, them little
The
sponge
valves,
deals
yeah.
that are up there. Yeah, disposable push rods. So that's an old distributor machine and that?
Yeah, that's an original Ford Mercury distributor setting machine.
Really?
Pretty rare because it says the Mercury on it and everything.
Never seen one.
Yeah.
That's
Some guys
crazy.
in the States that have them that say Meteor, Ford, and all that sort of stuff, and they send them pictures of that, and they just drool over it.
Is that right? Eh?
Yeah. Someday
Wow.
we'll get time to be in a project to fix up. But
Stack the blocks and pans and
yeah.
cams. Wow, what a collection.
Yeah. It's just everything.
More intakes.
Yeah, them are all got holes in them.
Do they?
Every single one. Yeah.
Is that right, eh?
Yep.
So common, eh?
Oh yeah. Midget racer grill even. Got
Oh.
the rest of it out back.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow. So much cool stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. There's a bit of everything.
Yeah, that's that's very cool.
Yeah. These are like the panels that old Texco dealers had all the way around the top.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So one day find something to put them on. Like I
Wow.
say, when you see it, you gotta buy it because you'll never find it again.
Yeah, that's right.
Buy
Yeah.
it, stick it in the shed.
Unreal.
Yeah, there's everything. There's stacks of Model E oil pans. There's probably 100 oil pans there.
Wow.
I think we got like I don't know how many crankshafts from Model A's. Connecting rod. There's a box here right close to the top of Model A connecting rod.
Is that right, eh?
Probably over 300 connecting rods.
Oh, wow.
Like it's all connecting rods. And then there's another one over there full of them too.
That's nuts.
Yep. If we get the shelf thing figured out, we'll bring a lot of these blocks and we'll be swapping them over.
Well, see, they can figure that out.
Yeah.
What's the old seat out of?
27 Chevy.
27 Chevy? Okay.
My bosses were working on it. We got the frame, just finished it all up this winter. So the
These-
frame's 100% done, just waiting until I can afford to do the body work.
Oh, okay. So are them more 32?
Yep.
32, 34 type deal?
Yep.
Right on.
32 or 36. There's some differences in it. I don't know. Not that smart on that much.
What is that?
Kerry Wilson valve grinder.
I always thought it looked like an old valve grinding
Yeah.
machine. Eh? Yeah, it's K.R. Wilson one, right?
Kerry Wilson. yeah.
Wow. The little stone on
Cord
it.
wired and then it would be good. But it's just I got a snap-on one now, so
Right.
it's a little bit better.
That's cool though. That
Yeah.
one from back in the day, right?
Yeah. Model 2 transmission drums there. Yeah. There's really everything in here.
Wow. That's so awesome.
That's reverse block is right here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm asked to get around to here, but yeah, that's it there. I was
Okay.
gonna carry it out, but I was like, fuck, I'll wait until I know for sure.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of glad you did because I was thinking you carried it out and I was feeling bad after. So.
Yeah.
But I might be back for that too. I heard they're a little bit harder to put in. Something to do with the length of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do a little research on that. But
Yeah. Yeah, we got all the parts for it, crankshafts, intakes.
oh, good
rods,
deal.
Everything, water pumps, all of it, everything we need for it. Yeah.
And you got a bunch of trannies and
Yeah, Model A trannies. Most of them are Model A. Some are like this is for it's a 3 on a tree for the 52 and stuff.
right.
Yep. There's everything.
Very cool.
460 blocks here, 302 blocks.
That is so awesome.
Yep.
Well, that's good to know because the guy needs some pieces. The stuff's just getting harder to get, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Every time someone says, "Well, you interested in this?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take it. Stick it in the shed."
Well, yeah.
Just gotta one day It was pretty organized in here, but we had 2 Model Ts in here we took out for some pictures.
Oh.
So everything was spread everywhere.
I know how that goes.
I know it's all the cranks were lined up and all the pans were stacked and all the blocks were stacked nicely and
Oh, it takes a long time.
yeah.
And the guy's moving stuff around. And
Yeah. Another 37 V860. This one is
okay.
they call the tin side because they've got the stainless steel panels welded in the sides.
They were like that?
Yep, that's a factory. They couldn't cast them in one off the start, so they welded in stainless steel pieces.
Really?
Yep.
And you say 37?
37 only. Yep.
Really?
Yep.
The one we had was a 3780 horse version.
Oh.
Yeah. But that is, that's pretty wild. I didn't know they did that.
Yep. Actually, the crankshaft is smaller in these than the 1940 V860. So if I can't get sleeves for that one, I'll just take the crank and grind it and make this one into a stroker.
Right, okay. That would have been all oxyacetylene back in the day.
I don't know what.
I don't think they had TIGs, did they?
Maybe in the big factories they might have. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
That was very cool. It is cold.